Hey y'all, this is the choreography for Let It Go. This video picks up around measure 53, so this is for all my snow chorus girls. My first two snow flurries that come out, y'all's video is on the Google Drive, but if you have any questions or you want to have a separate video on the YouTube channel, then just let me know and I'll get that for you. But this is for all of our girls. There is a lot of technique in here, so it is a little bit of a shorter. It is a little bit of a longer video, but I ask that you bear with me, you watch it from start to finish, because I promise you that you'll benefit from those cues that I give, from that technique tips, for making sure that we are just getting a well-rounded approach to this dance. We're not just learning the movements, but we are embodying the movements. We're doing them with beautiful lines, clear and polished, pointed toes and arms and everything. And so I really want to make sure that we are accomplishing that when we're on the stage. What I want the message to be to our audience is we have this beautiful group of girls on stage, and I just want the song, I want the dance to communicate, how strong, how elegant, how graceful y'all are. And so that's really what we're trying to accomplish. So let that motivate you and inspire you just to do your absolute best. If you have any questions, if you need any special, help with the flow throughs, with, core work, mobility, flexibility, etc., just let me know. I kind of mentioned those in the videos, but without further ado, go ahead and start watching the choreography. Alrighty, so we're picking up in measure 53. I suggest having your script open. So go ahead and take a second to flip to your script, grab a pencil and write down anything that you need to, but know this video will always be up for your reference. So we're coming on, and remember, I'm gonna just show you that, the shoulder movement, that joint movement that we go through. So we're gonna go up, and notice how I kind of have this 90-degree angle right here. I'm gonna go up, back, down, and out. And then I switch, and I go up, back, down, and out. So I'm moving myself forward, moving myself forward. So remember, you're doing that twice for it's funny how some distance and step makes everything seem small. Now, then we're gonna run to the circle. And the fears that once controlled me, we're controlling her. She's going to blast us off. Can't get to me, wow, at all. Make sure you're careful of your surroundings. This is here for a reason. So we go, can't get to me at all. So you'll notice that I did like a little sachet turn to the left. So if you are on stage left, you're turning to the left. If you're on stage right, you are turning out to the right when she blasts you away, right? Now, this is the tricky part, so I brought the mat in so I don't hurt my knees, seriously injure them. So we go, it's time to see. Now, I want you to notice, what are my lines, what is my body doing here? So you'll notice that my right foot is pointed full front towards stage right, okay? And then my left foot, what it's gonna do, I'm gonna lean in on this right leg. And I'm gonna take this whole left side and extend it in this one beautiful line, okay? So almost think of, you sweep your arms, you go, it's funny, it's time to see, and we're gonna start moving, turning to the left, okay? So if I go, it's time to see. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to be turning on my knees. Not just up here, not just turning like this, I'm turning on my knees. So I go, it's time to right, left, here I am, okay? So it's kind of tricky at first. You almost feel like it's a tongue twister for your legs, but we can get it. So I'm gonna move this up just a hair. So we go, it's time to right, left, okay? And I kind of butchered that, but these leggings are not sliding well on this material. And then here I am. So this is where you're gonna land. So let's just make sure that we get that. We go, it's time to see what I can do. We're here. So if we are here, we're here on our mat, we went, it's time to right, and we go left. And then we're going to lean on this left and have right extended, okay? It's time to see what I can do. We're gonna lift this right arm up, okay? And we're gonna sweep and back. can do, we're going to use time to see knee roll that I just showed you what I can do. We are testing the limits, okay? So see how I have a proud frame. I am leaning on this left knee for a lot of support. Squeezing this core. My tailbone is tucked underneath me. My core is tight. This left knee, I'm leaning on it for support. And I'm grounding down through this left arm. So to test the limits. So I sweep right and back. Now, I want to make sure you control your right leg. You're going to have to control it. And it's a pointed toe, it's not a flexed foot. So what I can do to test the limits, and then we're going to flow into and break through. So we're here again, okay? Remember, I have that proper support. And my suggestion to you is to get in this position, watching TV, just sitting downstairs with your family, whatever, and then obviously in your normal practice time, and flowing through this. Tight core, your tailbone is tucked underneath you. I'm leaning on this left leg for support, grounding down through this left hand, and I'm sweeping forward and back. You'll notice, do I crunch like a turtle inside? No, but I do have, this is gonna fall off. We're gonna take this off before it completely falls off on me. I do have this, a pretty like crunch and out. See how I have my right leg, so I'm kind of crunching my midsection and I'm swooping out, but I'm not closing off. That's the big thing here. Don't close off. So to test the limits, here we are. Okay, so watch how this is going to sweep into to test the limits, and I jump into this tabletop position. Now, what are my hands doing? My fingers are facing the back of my heels, okay, that I just rolled back on. Let me make sure you can see me. All right, so I went from to test the limits, here I am, I might have to adjust my hands, and break through. All right, so what I want us to make sure is that this sequence becomes so second nature that we can sway and knee roll, and here we are, and sweep forward and back, and leap here, and then go over and break through. Now you'll notice, I'm not gonna be full front with it, I'm gonna be quarter right with it. And I'm gonna have left arm for support, right leg is supporting me, and left leg is kicked and up. All right, what's the secret to that? Flowing through those a million gazillion times, okay? Another exercise that's really gonna help you get this is when you come to, we call this our quadrant position, and I'm gonna flow through it side to side. Flow through, side to side. You'll notice my butt almost hits the ground. That's really gonna help you build that core, and just that movement, your muscles are gonna get so used to it that when you're here, right, when we're reverse tabletop, we flip over and we break through. It's not gonna be as hard for you as it would if you're not flowing through that and working through that. So, we go to test limits and break through. We get up from there, right? So break through, watch me, I put my left leg down and I just come up like this. Think about power stance. You're stepping up into that power stance, okay? Can't get this cup down. All right, so we go break through, here we are. This is where we're getting into that strike line. What we're doing is we are transitioning into let it go, let it go. I am one with the wind and sky. Okay, so after it goes, I'm free, dun, 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 let it go, let it go. She's coming down, so I don't want us kind of stealing the spotlight in a way. I want that first let it go to be Elsa. The audience is taking her in, so we don't want to be too distracting with our dance. So remember, after we get out of the strike position, we turn into our spots, and we're getting into our position, prepping for this next sequence of dancing, right? Because we come in again after the strike on, It's measure 73 on Let It Go, Let It Go. You'll never see me cry. Here I stand and here I'll stay. So let's just flow through it really fast. So basically what we're doing is, remember, we jump and we go, let it go, dun, dun, let it go, dun, dun. Here we are. I lost my balance, so tighten your core, ladies. Make sure you're not losing that balance. All right, so a little choreography humor for you to make it more fun watching this video. Okay, so we went let it go, and then I swipe on the right, I sashay turn to my right, okay? Now what you're going to be doing is we are going to lean across this left side again, and then we're going to go up on the left, out, right, and then we are going to sashay turn and up and down. Cleaning this up a little bit from class, just cleaning it up, because I know we were like, are we sweeping, are we turning? And I think this is going to be a lot cleaner because it's just one little movement from the next. There's not as much swiping puddles. So what we're doing is, remember, as you're prepping for this jump, you're tightening your core, tailbone kind of goes underneath, right? We're tightening our core, and I'm leaning on this left to propel me to jump forward, right? This left leg goes up, I'm landing softly on this right leg, and my arms are to the side. They're not in front of my face, they're to the right side of my face. So what I want you to do, your challenge at home is a million times just flowing through. We lean left and we go up, let it go. So I want you to practice hitting that softly. It's all about the soft landing, it's all about the graceful landing, it's all about sticking it, right? Here we are. So I also want you to just practice that, flow into it, getting that left leg up higher. If you want exercises for getting higher leg extensions, hit me up. Ask me, how can I get my leg higher, Miss Grace? How can I tighten this core to make sure I have a sturdier foundation? Ask me. I have a lot of those videos in the choreography, stretching and flexibility, and core mobility help. But I am an open book. I'd love to answer your questions if I can answer them, and I'll try to. And if not, I will point you to somebody that can. But flow through those a million times, and that's how you're going to get better at them. So remember, we're all going towards the right. Here we are. I'm going to lean on this left, swipe on the right. My headlights are staying up the whole time, and then I turn to the right. Now what I'm doing is I'm going from left, and right is going to cradle my head. Left arm goes around, and I cradle and turn. I want you to add a little jump this time, and we jump. Here we are. Okay, now what we're doing is, since I'm already kind of leaning into this right leg, I'm going to lean to the left, and we go left, point right, okay? So for that whole sequence, we go, let it go, da, da, let it go, swipe and jump, turn, and we're sweeping to the left, and we go up, 2, 3, point. That's You'll Never See Me Cry. So we go, let it go, dun, dun. You'll never see me cry, point. Because now what we're going to do is we're going to turn. Here I stand, okay? So you'll notice that I'm turning towards the right and jumping up and down to kind of get that power stance, like I'm standing here, okay? So we go into the right, again like that little sashay turn, and I'm going to jump up and out. Just jumping more towards the right, landing on that right leg softly, go arms up and down, power stance, chest out, left leg pointed. So here I stand, okay? Now what we're going to do is, it goes, and here I'll stay. Now, one more puddle swipe. And here I'll stay, okay? And we're here. Now this is the part where I was talking about jazz walk. So basically like a simple jazz walk for beginners is proud chest, and I'm going to move my shoulders, okay, with my legs as I walk. So we go shoulder, 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 shoulder. Now I turned in a little bit more on that one, but you want to think about pointing and walking with your shoulders. And guess what? If you can't do a complete jazz walk, kind of like I just did, you fake it till you make it. So that's the part where we go, let the storm rage on. And we're going off to bring Elsa's ice castle on. Woo! Okay, so my power flurries through the air into the ground. We will cover that part later because it's Elsa's castle coming on. So you're gonna have 2 stabs at a jazz walk. When Elsa says, I'm never going back, the past is in the past. Y'all are coming out, the past is in the past, and you're jazz walking to your spot. So super easy, okay? But what you're gonna be doing is, you're gonna kind of be like crossing the lines in front of each other. And it'll be really, really pretty. So it's a little bit more like organized chaos here with the snow. Now what we're gonna be doing is we're just repeating one of our beginning sequences, okay? So this is the part where, your favorite part, we're gonna like join the 2 sequences. So when this is measure 104 for let it go, and I'll rise like the break of dawn. So what we're doing right here, and then we're almost finished, and thanks for hanging with me, is we're doing the let it go, and we're gonna, let me bring my mat back into play, okay? All right, so we are leaning to the left. We brought the castle on. We're coming into our spots. We go, let it go, roll. Here we are, okay? And, sorry for the reaching. And I'll rise like the break of dawn. So you're here, and I'll rise like the break of dawn. So see how I float into the same position again, this reverse tabletop, okay? And I'll rise, make sure, and I'll rise like the break of dawn, okay? So you're gonna come out of the tabletop position, really fun, like, let's see if I can do it without falling. So we go, da, da, tabletop, and you're gonna push onto the toes and roll up, but kind of leave that back, almost like leaning your back away from you, right? Leaning your back away from you. Leaning back as you stand up. Such a fun video, guys. All right, so we did let it go, dun, dun, and I'll rise like the break of dawn, da, da, da. Picked up my mat, okay? So you're rising on that, and then we're just gonna repeat that sequence for measure 73, where we go, so I'll rise like the break of dawn, let it go, da, da, let it go, da, da. Here we go. It goes, that perfect girl is gone, okay? So, what we're gonna do right here is we go, let it go, dun, dun, let it go, dun, dun. You will do that perfect girl is gone, 'cause here I stand, da, da, shift forward, full front, legs out, a little bit wider than shoulder width, distance apart. So you're here I stand, okay? In the light of day. Let the storm rage on, the cold never bothered me anyway. So, you're like, oh wait, Miss Grace, there's not an end to this dance? No, there's not. Because we're gonna do something called experimental choreography on Thursday. So, you're here I stand. Now, the last part, I wanna play around with some formations that are really fun, some tricks, all this fun stuff with Elsa. So we're gonna see how much Elsa can do with y'all. So this is the end of the dance right now, but we'll add on the last part. So just know for your reference, this is helping you with all of these flow through parts and all that good stuff. But the very, very last section, we'll work that in class, and then you'll have that video. You'll have that video on the choreography Google Drive. So if you have any questions, let me know. It's pretty straightforward when you kind of get those transitions and movements down. So I'm excited to see it.